Good evening. You're watching the late news on HKIBC. I'm Edna.
And I'm Carain Yeung. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Chinese aviation regulator grounds Boeing jets after Ethiopian Airlines crash.
Government to set cap on optometry service reimbursements for elderly.
And lack of mutual understanding led to criticism on CY loan case, top ICAC investigator said.
China's aviation regulator has grounded 96 Boeing jets, which are of the same model, used in the fateful Ethiopian Airlines flight which crashed yesterday, taking the lives of 157 people.
This comes as investigators will now try to recover flight data from the black box, which has just been recovered, and find out what exactly happened. Sarah Wong reports.
One day after an Ethiopian Airlines jet crashed shortly after takeoff, taking the lives of 157 people, investigators have now retrieved the fateful jet's black box. This could offer authorities a glimpse of what exactly led to the tragedy. Meanwhile, wreckage of the crashed plane, clothes, and pieces of charged documents littered the crash site near Bushaftu, a town 60 kilometers southeast of the Ethiopian capital. Rescuers said the force of the crash was so strong, debris from the aircraft scattered an area as large as 10,000 square meters. Condolences continue to flood in from across the world, with 35 nationalities tallied from the passenger list. A total of 8 Chinese nationals, including one Hong Konger, were among the victims. The deceased Hong Konger was Victor Zhang, a program officer at the United Nations Environment Program. He was believed to be on his way to Nairobi for the 5-day UN Environment Assembly. Meanwhile, families and friends of the victims gather at a Canyon hotel, hoping to receive more information.
Today is a very sad and tragic day for all of us at Ethiopian Airlines and for our passengers who are on board Ethiopian Airlines flight ET302. At this stage, we cannot rule out anything. We cannot also attribute the cause to anything because we will have to comply with the international regulation to wait for the investigation to reveal the cause of the accident.
The airlines confirmed that the pilot manning the doomed jet was a veteran who had logged over 8,000 flight hours. He had reported difficulties and had been given the clearance to return to Addis Ababa shortly after departure, but never made it. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed vowed to reveal the cause of the crash as soon as the investigation completes. The months-old Boeing 737 MAX 8 jet was the same model as the Lion Air plane that plunged into the West Java Sea 5 months ago. All 189 people perished. Boeing said the company was deeply saddened by the catastrophe and has sent experts to the crash site to provide technical assistance. Analysts pointed out the similarities between the two deadly accidents.
Both aircraft were very new. I mean, this one was only brought to the airline the middle of November. It was in the air for 6 minutes. The pilot did have enough time to make an emergency distress call. So that somewhat leaves out the possibility of some type of catastrophic explosion on board the aircraft that would have brought it down immediately. Fluctuations on the vertical speed on that aircraft, very similar to what we believe happened with the Lion Air crash.
Amid increasing concerns over the jet's safety, the Chinese Civil Aviation Administration has temporarily grounded all 96 Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft operated by Chinese airlines. The regulator would consult with the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration and Boeing to make sure the jets are airworthy first before lifting the blockade. Sarah Wong, HKIBC.
Ethiopian Airlines announced that the company will also ground its remaining 4 Boeing 737 MAX 8 jets.